evening! I'm going to check that the sound is coming through. It is! Good evening, and welcome to the Society, our weekly Vaesen RPG campaign. My name is Loki, and I will be your game master for these dark and thrilling tales. It is with great pleasure that I welcome you to this some unknown number of Chapter 6 at this point. Look, I'm not organised, I'm not ready, I can't remember what episode we're up to of Chapter 6, but we're right near the end. It might end tonight. So I hope that we delight, fright and intrigue you with mystery and adventure. Normally, at this point in my little speech, I'd say, let's meet the cast. But we're presently waiting for all of the cast to gather. So I thought I would come on and say hello to everyone. But also, more importantly, to talk about our giveaway! That's right, everyone. Tonight we are running a giveaway. If you remember, some time ago, we celebrated our 1-year streaming anniversary, and it was a super exciting time and a super exciting kind of moment for all of us. And we celebrated our anniversary by starting a giveaway. Now, I don't know if all of you remember, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig up out of the depths of our archive, and I'm going to play you the very special video from that anniversary stream that introduced our big giveaway. Oh, that is the prize draw. Look, I pressed the wrong button. And we're back. One moment. It's in here somewhere, I'm sure. See, I thought I was all prepared. Oh, well, apparently not. Well, I am a pro streamer, I'll have you know, Joey. I work real hard to do all of this shenanigans. So that everyone remembers, comedy moment, I replaced said lovely video page with our prize draw, which, so obviously I don't have the prize draw, like, available right now. I'm just going to do this and smile for a bit. Not to worry! I could do it myself. We're doing a big prize draw, giveaway, thingamaboob. You know, one of these giveaway thingamajiggers. There are going to be 3 prizes. The first is a signed print by Johan Egerkrans. For anybody that doesn't know, Johan Egerkrans is the amazing artist behind this book. It is an incredible compendium of artwork all around Scandinavian folklore. And this book is the inspiration for the Vaesen RPG game. And all of the artwork in the Vaesen RPG books, in our, all of the token art in our stream comes from the Vaesen book by Johan Egerkrans, or from the artwork that he has supplied in... I keep pointing here, these are the Vaesen books on my shelf. So very excitingly, I reached out to the lovely Johan Egerkrans, and he provided us with this rather fabulous signed print. There you go, look, his actual signature there at the bottom. So it is this exact signed print. This is one of our prizes that you could win tonight. I'm going to pop that back over here so it's nice and safe for our very fabulous winner. The second prize. If you've seen one of our streams before, which I'm hoping you all have, and if you haven't, you're in for a treat, you will know that we use Dungeon Fog for all of our in-stream maps, and that we like to give away a custom Dungeon Fog map prize on the regular. We recently completed one on stream for our previous map winner, which was Matt, and we are offering another one up to all of you. So the second prize that is available is a custom battle map made by me for you, fulfilling any of the criteria that you have, whether you want it to be a floating castle in the clouds, a grimy sewer, a cyberpunk bar, or a strange leather dungeon. Yeah, that's right. It's been a request in previous streams. What's going on in chat? No, his signature is lovely. It's like some sort of fabulous one of those like monograms, right? Isn't it fabulous? I loved it immensely when I saw it. Very tasteful. But bottom signing? It's definitely the print that is signed. I mean, I'm good, but I'm not that good. I can't work miracles and get Johan Egerkrans to sign your bottom, no matter how hard I tried. But he has signed the bottom of the... he has signed the bottom of the signed print. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the society. This isn't normal for the society. Normally, right now, we're playing roleplay games, but I'm basically sitting here chatting shit, making time for all of our cast members to gather together and talking about our prize draw. So those are the first two prizes. We have a signed print from Johan Egerkrans, a custom-made Dungeon Fog map for you. Whatever you want, whatever you need for your tabletop games. And lastly, but by no means least, is a society t-shirt. That's right, it will be a piece of official merch. If you head over to the Twitch chat, you will see the link to the t-shirt that we are offering out as our third prize. So, how do you join the raffle? This is the big question. How do you join? Well, the answer's simple. While you are watching the stream, you will earn XP. You then use the XP like currency to join the raffle. How do you know how much XP you have? That's simple. You use !XP in the chat and hit enter, and it will whisper to you how many points you have. Every raffle ticket is 5 XP, so work out how much XP you have, divide that number by 5, and then that is how many raffle tickets you can buy. So then you do !raffle with a little space and the number of tickets that you would like to buy. Boom! You will then be added into our raffle. And just because we're all feeling super generous and super excited over here at the society, I'm going to go in and fiddle around in the background and hopefully... Okay, it has added it to the queue. If all goes well, everyone who is currently in chat should just have received 50 XP as a free gift. That's right. We are fiddling in the background, giving all of you free gifts. Look at that. Lucky, lucky, lucky. There will be 3 prize draws. So the way that we're going to do it, we're going to flick over to our prize page where we have a spinning wheel of joy. And we will do the spinning wheel of joy and we will get a prize winner. The first person drawn gets to pick from the 3 prizes. So you can pick the print, the map, or the t-shirt. You will then be removed from the draw and we will draw again. The second lucky winner will get to pick from the 2 remaining prizes and they will then be removed from the draw. Lastly, our third lucky winner will receive whichever prize is left. And that will be the end of the prize draw. Are there any questions? If there are, type them in the chat so I can continue to talk shit while ignoring your question. Because I am a pro streamer and totally know how to like run OBS and look at chat and everything else at the same time. This is me looking slightly awkward. Please start from the beginning, says Grumple. Banhammer! Moderator! Moderator, please! If I could go into the background and fiddle and remove your XP, I would, but I don't know how because I'm so professional. Oh, dear. Anyway, I'm now looking at 3 lovely cast member faces. Are you all here and ready, cast? I don't think they can hear me. One moment, please. Are you all ready, cast? Yeah. Okay, fab. You know, Grumple just asked that, and I demanded a moderator ban Hammer, the bejesus, out of... Do you know what? I can demote you, though, and then ban you. Ah! Okay, this is just turning into threats now. Okay, here we go. In that case, then, what we're going to do, we're just going to flick back to the previous screen for a moment so that when I put this episode on YouTube, I can clip out all of this nonsense shenanigans at the beginning so all the poor YouTube people don't have to put up with this crap. All right, here we go. Good evening, and welcome to the Society, our weekly Vaesen RPG campaign. My name is Loki, and I will be your game master for these dark and thrilling tales, and yes, you have to listen to the whole speech again. It is a great pleasure that I welcome you to this, our premiere... No, it's not the premiere episode, oh my god. Some unknown episode. Oh, it's episode 6. Episode 6 of chapter 6. And I hope that we delight, frighten, and intrigue you with mystery and adventure while I drive the cast into almost hysterical laughter so that I can do this. Let's meet our cast! Here they all are, like almost hysterically laughing at my absolute pro-streameriness.
Yes.
I know, pro-streamer, here are all the things. Do your stuff, come on.
Oh, crap, yep. Hi, I'm Amy. I'm playing Signy Valebrook, the Sorceress.
Hi, I'm Mike, and I'm playing Maximilian Fjordberg, the Paranormal Investigator.
Hi, I'm Jack. I'm playing Lieutenant Colonel Bartholomew Seaton, the Officer.
We have a number of people we would like to thank for all the resources and contributions they have provided to tonight's episode. The link should appear in the Twitch chat or in the details below if you are catching up on our YouTube.
Our virtual tabletop tonight is the incredible Roll20, featuring their dynamic lighting feature built-in character sheets and virtual dice roller. Go check them out at roll20.net. In addition, battle maps were created using Dungeon Fog and all the amazing assets there.
Our character art was created by the extremely talented Shusha, who should go and check out on Instagram at ShushaUK. That's ZSUZSAUK. Our game tokens and dice roller tokens come from the Vaesen RPG rulebook by Free League and from the amazing artist Johan Egerkrans.
The music and ambient sound throughout the stream come from Tabletop Audio and Kevin McLeod and Incomptech, all provided via the Roll20 Jukebox. You can check both these amazing artists out via their website at tabletopaudio.com and incomptech.com.
Fabulous! Before I embarrass myself any further by clicking on the wrong buttons, forgetting what to say, reading everything out twice, back to front and upside down, let's go to the intro. And we are back from the intro video, and we have already got the dramatic music playing for... Let's do our recap. In last week's episode, our brave souls uncovered a great many things about the current situation and the misery that has unfolded in the town of Hammerfest. Two rival groups have formed. The first, a clan of Elva who have lived in the mountains and forests surrounding Hammerfest since before the dawn of time, are at terrible risk of being entirely drowned by the rising floodwaters caused by the dam. To preserve their home and their lives, they have retaliated, sabotaging the dam and drowning many of the workers. In response to the mysterious and supernatural occurrences, the dam have hired a specialist who turns out to be a member of the Rose and Cross, a rival faction to the society and an perhaps enemy of not only the old society but the new as well. This member of the Rose and Cross, known as the Darkling, has used occult knowledge to ensnare and enslave the Elva one by one. And now the war is ready to commence, for the remaining Elva intend to charm the mountain down from which water in inexorable volumes will pour, creating a tidal wave that will wipe clean the village. On the other side of the battle, the darkling will use his twisted slaves to eradicate the Elva entirely, and then, using that dark occult knowledge, will force the dark, twisted Elva to eradicate themselves. And caught in between the cusp of this war are our brave souls who have made an agreement with the Queen of the Wild Rose throne. If they give her the Darkling, she will spare the town. And so, we join our brave souls. Trapped inside the house is the Darkling, encircled by some strange shield created by Signy's otherworldly companion. Signy, who is profusely bleeding as a result of this witchcraft spell. And Max, who is both trying to, or is not trying to help Signy. It remains to be seen whether he is helping or hindering. And the Colonel is standing rifle ready, trying to solve how to break into the house. And while the three of them puzzle over this, the scene becomes desperate. For the ground begins to shake, the mountain begins to rumble, and our brave souls quickly realize there is very little time left. That was quite an epic recap from last episode.
I know. Is it because you're lacking in alcoholic beverages at the moment?
I mean, I've only had half a beer. Go, go, go! Let's...
Okay, so I'm still dragging Signy back towards the house.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of jerrying her, you know. Mum! We need to move.
When I shut the door, did anyone look out the windows or anything? Can I have a look around, see if anyone's looking out the windows or...
Ooh, that is an excellent question. Give me a vigilance check.
Don't make me roll dice.
Colonel, every person in chat came to see you roll dice.
You have a help, by the
You
way.
have a help!
I have a help. I need it.
Six dice. Yes! Two successes.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, it helped Evie. Thank you.
Okay. So, that is 2 successes. Okay. You notice 2 things. The first thing that you have noticed is, because you also tried to smash through a window, correct?
Yeah.
Yes. You notice that whatever paranormal force is keeping you out of the house is only affecting the doors and windows, not the walls. So it's like it has sealed this person inside the house. It's not like a bubble over the top. The second thing you do, the other thing you notice as well is the inside of the house is completely dark. Like completely dark. There is no light in there at all. And there doesn't seem to be any light getting in through the windows. Like it is just pitch black on the other side of the glass.
Okay. Did anyone else on the street look out their windows at all?
No.
So there's not like a movement of curtains from anywhere.
Nope. In fact, all the windows in the town are dark. You haven't seen a soul on the street since you got here. Or in the windows, for that matter.
Just the mini Vaesen on the rooftops. Well, the Elva.
Yeah, all the dark Elva.
Are they still dark?
Yes.
I'm going. Max, continue trying into this house. I need to check on the other houses quickly. I'm going to run to this one
Okay.
and just bashing on the door. Does my hand hit the door to start with?
Yes, it does. It hits the door.
I'm just going to pound on it, just going, "Hello, is anyone in there?"
There is no response and no reply. There are no lights. There is no activity whatsoever.
So there's no electric. There's still the electric lights on the street.
Yes, there's electric lights on the street.
How long would it take me to visit this house from here? It's been quite a
Yeah, it would take like if you were to sprint, it would take you a couple of minutes. It's not a huge distance.
shit. Right, I will go back to the Darkling's house. And is this a wooden slat building? Is it log clad or is it basic shiplap?
It's a wooden house, but it is like very sturdy. It's not like a cabin. It's a proper house, but it is made out of wood. A lot of buildings in this part of the world are made out of wood because the wood survives the winter better than stone. Well, brick anyway.
As you come up to the house, because you asked Max to try and get into it, Max has thrown so far 3 twigs and a pebble at the door. He's helping.
How goes the effort, Max?
I think I'm getting there.
Good man.
The ground shakes once again. It feels almost like it is now coming in waves. Like there is a rhythm to it. Like you get violent shaking and then a small amount of peace and then shaking again. And the time between them seems to get slightly shorter.
Would you like me to check around the back?
Yes.
Okay, I'll leave her with you. And I just kind of like drop Signy on the floor and run around the back.
Signy, give me a force roll. You have a hinder.
It's that.
Chaos.
Oh no, okay.
Ooh, okay, heavens above.
Not good.
Okay, so in Vaesen, you are always allowed to roll 1 dice.
Oh, okay.
So you are going to... You'll probably need to roll it without the hinder, so you get that 1 die.
Okay.
Okay. You continue to bleed. Like it's from your ears, your nose, your eyes, your mouth.
Signy at this point is just a shaking wreck on the floor, panicking, not thinking straight.
Yep, and you are going to take another physical condition because, I mean, you're hemorrhaging. Like, it's quite a lot of blood.
Yeah.
I've never seen it like this to be able to help. I just kind of kneel down to Signy. Signy. But what is this?
I guess she can talk. I'm just I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know.
Is this the Spurtus?
I think so.
Well, really magic wasn't free. The colonel's gonna go. What kind of tiling is this house? What does the roof look like?
The roof is it is proper tiles on the roof. These are probably made out of like really, really thin slates that have come down from the mountain.
Okay. Just taking a second. No, is there anything I can do for you?
I don't think so.
I'm going to leave you for just a moment. I'm going to try and get on the roof.
Okay.
Will you be okay?
Yeah.
I'm then going to try and climb onto the roof.
Okay. We will join Max as Max goes round the back of the Darkling's house.
Are there any Elver down here? Round here?
Yes.
Cool.
They're like on the roofs, in the trees, like it is like a huge murder of crows, and they are sat on almost everything, just looking and watching.
Are they watching the house or us?
Both.
Okay. So as I run round the back, I'm going to yell up at them. You could help if you want him. I get round the back of the house. I'm guessing door, 2 windows,
Yeah.
kind of thing. Max will attempt to throw a brick at the window.
Yeah, it bounces off like everything else.
Absolutely. Max will then grab out some salt from his pocket and throw that at the house, just in case it might do something.
It does not. It also bounces off from the supernatural force over the windows and doors.
Can Max look through the window? Because there's not usually a curtain at the back.
Yes, you can, but it is pitch black inside.
Why does this man never turn his lights on? Goodness me. Max will look up to the closest Elver and be like, we need to get in. Is there a way?
Whenever you look directly at them, they kind of scurry away into the shadows.
Not helpful. And Max will just like pace around a bit. What happened? And he's going through his head like, what happened? And he's like, her, and runs back round the front.
Okay. Okay. Colonel, I am going to need you to give me an agility roll. As you try and climb onto the roof of this building, you also have a hinder.
Deal with that. Oh, come on.
Fine, chat. Normality has been restored.
Normality has been restored. You start trying to climb up the side of the house, and you realize that the way that this house has been built is that each plank of wood that makes up the wall is slightly sitting on top of the next one. So there, it actually isn't anywhere to like put your fingers or your toes to climb up, because all of the gaps actually point downwards so that, you know, rainwater and snow and anything will run off of it. which makes it extremely difficult to even think about climbing. The only other option that you realise that you may have is to be able to kind of like try and wedge yourself between Yannick's house and the next door, where there is a small gap. Like you could put your feet on one and your back on the other, and maybe try and like climb your way up. And you discover this is also quite fruitless when you get a little bit up off the floor and then just slip as the buildings begin to shake from one of the tremors, and you just get dislodged and fall very unglamorously onto your butt.
Well, run back rounds. I'm guessing at this point Max has sent...
Yeah, the both of you are going to kind of... All three of you are now together in front of the house.
As you come round, Signy's going to be like on all fours in desperation, like coughing up blood. And she's just going to shout, if to her spiritus, if it will hear her. Is this some kind of sick joke?
No jokes here.
Then why is he trapped inside?
Because you said trap him inside and take away his power. We did that.
And at that point, Max turns up and is like, "What? You?" And he points at Signy on the floor. "What did you ask for?"
Not from us, not trap him from us.
I did what you asked. Do you ask something else? Do you want something more?
Signy, you asked him to be trapped inside the house. No, it's okay. It's okay. Did ask the spiritus is if the water hits the house from the flood, will his house be safe?
I assume he can hear you. Can the spiritus hear him?
You have never had any... Yes,
Someone else
actually, yes.
Okay.
No. He's just trapped inside.
He says no.
Good. One, that means that there must be a way in. If water can get in. Too bad, because if water just came past, we would just left the house here. The Colonel is going to try and get behind the house and see if there's a axe, like a wood chopping axe that may have been around.
Ooh. Okay, you give me an investigation roll as you basically go on the hunt for an axe. You have a help.
Oh,
Actually. Okay, so while you're looking for an axe, Max, Signy, what are you doing?
You need to ask him to release him. You didn't mean that part. You wanted him trapped. I understand where the thought came from, but it's the same as wishing on birthday cakes. If you wish for money, someone's gonna die. It always happens. The fates don't care where it's gonna come from. They'll give you money. So, ask him, can he release him? But without his powers. Because with the amount of these around here, I don't think he's gonna last long.
Okay.
And I'll be here. You ain't going anywhere. Because if you are, I'll put you in one of these light bulbs so it never switches off.
Can you? Release him
I can do anything.
without his powers.
Of course. Done. I need you to roll me a d6.
Ones are never good.
No, because 1 usually denotes how many turns we have until you're dead on the floor. From previous experience.
She's been an interesting character.
Okay.
Just don't pick up the box.
Okie dokie.
Fine, the Colonel's got to deal with your mother, not me.
Okay. Okay, so the door is... I mean, the creature has said done.
I'm just going to gesture that the door's open, like struggling to talk.
Max will throw a brick through the window.
And the window smashes.
You did good. It's the only
I'm just
time
gonna
Max is
sort of
ever going to compliment you, so...
Literally cry now. She's just going to cry.
Don't do that. It'll mess up your non-existent makeup.
I told you that. In secrecy.
Not in real life.
There is a great tremor that sets the town shaking. This one shakes with enough ferocity that it makes all three of you wobble on your feet. They are getting closer together. Colonel, you don't find an axe, but you do hear a window smash.
And Max's manly, high-pitched shrill as he shouts your name.
I will shoulder barge the back door then to try and get in.
Oh, I love a good shoulder barge.
It's alright, I'm gonna bounce off it. If you make me do a force roll, I'm gonna bounce
I'm
off.
gonna make you do a force roll because you're trying to shoulder barge through a door. You have a... You don't have a help.
No, you didn't click the
That's
button.
been used. It's been redeemed. Sorry. You have a help!
Oh, no, hold it!
It's too late! You shoulder barge into the door, and there is like this... There is a thud sound. There is the sound of creaking wood from the impact, but the door holds.
Max shall walk up to the front door. Flip a cape back over his arm. Lift up a leg and boot the door.
It might be unlocked, you know.
You are going to need to do a force roll to kick the
swear
front door
it
open. You do have a help!
I do. No, no! I don't know what happened there. That was without the help.
You got a success!
The help is still banked. I didn't use it.
So you literally stride up to the front door, flick back your cape, and boot the door with all your might. It literally comes off. Like, you kick the door, it swings back on its hinges and crashes into the wall. Was that a cuddle?
It was, yeah. Max will start to walk into the house. Flick a switch, because I'm guessing the switches are near the front door, as normal.
Yeah, but nothing happens. The house remains dark, and it's really dark in here.
Do I have anything? Max will take out his dagger.
Okay.
Well, his knife, because he's got both.
Yeah, and I mean, like...
It's a shame I can't Gandalf it with a staff.
And I mean unnaturally dark.
Yeah. So Max has taken out his dagger, and he will be summoning up his strike fear.
Ooh, okay, lovely. And you go into the house. Signy, Colonel.
I'm making my way around very sheepishly.
Fair.
I have a deadbolt on it.
Let's go with that, rather than the fact I'm an old man.
I mean, if I have the strength to follow, I'll go in.
Okay,
My shoulder.
absolutely. Give me a force roll, Signy. You have a help.
Was that with your help?
Mm-hmm.
You get weaker, remember? Every time you take a physical condition, you lose a physical dice to roll.
Yeah, I've got a condition penalty to 2.
Uh-huh. Okay, dokie.
If I'm near the Colonel, I will hand my lantern, which I have, to the Colonel.
Okie dokie.
And the Colonel will try and grab both the lantern and Signy to pull her up.
Yeah. Do all three of you enter into the house?
I'm already in there.
Yeah, I entered the house as well.
Okay.
Max is like one of those cats that you see when it's like it knows something's around, all if its fur's up.
Okay, absolutely. You enter into the darkness of Yannick's house. What do you do?
I was waiting for you to say something. Well, the Colonel now has a lantern, so I'm guessing we have some light.
Yes, but it is... The darkness in this house is clearly supernatural. The lantern does light the dark, but it doesn't light as far as it feels like it should light.
Check the first group. Make our way around. We'll move into the sitting room where we had a cup of tea and just kind of scan around
Okay.
to see if he's in there at all.
When you enter into the sitting room, there is a tremor. It sets the contents of the house ringing as things tap together. The three of you kind of walk into the living room, the lantern weakly casting light into the darkness. And then you hear a voice from the dark. I see you've made your choice then. I see you've picked a side.
Is Max able to denote which direction that was coming in?
Yeah, like from like the complete opposite side of the room to the door. There is a shadowy figure sat in one of the seats furthest from the door.
Max will use his strike fear.
Alright, what does Strike Fear do for everyone in chat?
I can strike with Fear 1. It counts as a slow action and does not work against Vaesen.
Oh.
The box is this big, I have to scroll across.
Okay.
And he's not a Vaesen, he's a Thursday's child.
He is not a Vaesen. You are correct. Okie dokie. I roll that many. Ooh.
He is afraid of me.
Ooh. Okay. Nice.
Don't fuck with the paranormal investigator.
As Max walks into the room, do you say anything when you strike fear?
No, not yet. Because Max, for all intents and purposes, as far as Max is concerned, this is the Colonel's forte. Max is just there to help.
Okay. So, as you walk into the room, the weak lamplight fights the darkness, and then there is a voice. Colonel and Signy and Yannick, the Darkling, all see the shadows seem to cling to Max, as if Max was almost melting into shadow himself, and it sends a chill down your spine, Signy and the Colonel. It does a lot more to Yannick, however.
We have picked a side to save these people. You will be coming with us.
You haven't saved anyone. You have doomed us all. Do you not feel the ground shake? The end is coming, and I am seemingly powerless to stop it.
No, you have all the power to stop it when you come with us.
I won't be going anywhere without a fight.
You've already said you're powerless. Do you really want to get yourself hurt now?
I'm not about to be dragged to wherever you plan on taking me without struggling. I might not be able to command my army, but I can still fight back. And we're going to enter into combat as there is the tiniest flash of light and a very fast movement as Yannick is going to pull a knife and lunge at the Colonel, kind of like all at once. It's going to happen.
It's always the Colonel.
And, well, it would have been you, Max, but he's actually scared of you. So it's the Colonel. And so we are going to enter into combat. Alright, here we go. If I can remember. Everything's in a slightly different place.
That's much better this time. We're unable to type in our numbers, by the way.
Shout me a number.
2!
Oh, what am I rolling?
You don't. It's a little...
7.
This particular song is a little loud. I should turn that down. 7 for the Colonel. Signy.
What number am I looking at?
The one above your your
You'll
name
see
tag.
there's a little card right above your name.
In the bottom. The bottom of the screen, my love. So
Okay.
where all of our names are at the bottom of the screen. This is how combat
Click.
works in Vaesen.
Click your one. And you'll see a playing card.
It's above your
yeah,
name.
Yeah.
It looks like a bean.
3.
Okay,
Got it.
3. Alright. We're in the order that I put us into the turn order, would you believe? Right, I'm going to move the turn order so that chat can see it too. I'm going to put it there. Okay, so Yannick is going to get to go first because he lunges forward. Okay, so he gets to do a... Okay, it is a dagger attack. I was not expecting us
Normally,
to get to
dagger
this.
is ranged, is it?
I was not expecting us to get to this. Okay, cool. Boop. And boop. Ooh, okay. So he comes rushing towards you, Colonel, and it's gonna take more than this weed to rush you with a knife. And you immediately basically block and shove his lunge out of the way. Max, you immediately can react because you see this happen. It is your turn.
Perfect. I want to stab the fucker.
Alright, do your dagger attack. You have a help.
So I click use.
Yes, on the weapon.
And then I increase my modifier to 2.
Yes.
Perfect.
Ooh, nice. Okie dokie.
With a... Don't lunge at my friends.
Okay, so I get to use this. Oh, nice. All right. You avoid the leather armor, and as the colonel blocks the stab, you come straight in the shadows, and you jab your knife forward really quickly and basically pop a little hole in this guy. He grunts in and gasps in pain as you stab him.
I'm going for the bright lung.
That's your fast action.
Oh yeah, I've got these things.
You
haven't
now
I?
have
Right.
a slow action or another
Conflict
fast.
actions. Max wants to try and punch him to knock him out. An unarmed strike. You're on mute, lovely.
That's another attack, so that's a slow action.
You said I've got a fast or another slow.
Oh, you have a fast action. You've just done a slow action. Sorry, you've done a slow action with your first attack.
It's absolutely fine. Okay, in that case, Max is going to try and hold Yannick,
Ooh.
which is a force.
Hold. Bum. No, hold is a reaction where you can hold an action.
Oh.
You can dodge, parry, break free, hold, chase, resist magic,
Yeah,
shout,
yeah,
turn
yeah.
around, close the door, put out a candle, move.
Max will move behind Yannick.
I can bring us to here. Okay, so you're going to move behind Yannick. Nice. All right, Signy, it is your turn.
Okay. I don't really know how this works.
Oh, hold on.
Oh.
There you go. There's a handout. So you get either 2 fast actions or 1 fast and 1 slow.
Okay. So within my magic, it says that I can put a curse on someone. Can I do that now?
You can, if you so wish.
I will try and curse him. Ooh. I'm not in any physical state to do anything else.
Okay. I imagine I can see Signy kind of all of a sudden in like life or death combat, probably for the first time in her life. And it's instinct. It's just instinct. Signy doesn't really even think about it. Hot or cold, Signy? What would... In Signy's instincts, would it be hot or would it be cold?
Cold.
It would be cold.
Yeah.
Okay, so... in Signy's panic, you are going to reach out to something you've kind of always known is there, but probably have never used it quite like this before. You just want everyone to stop. Like, you want Yannick to stop. That's all you want. To stop. To stay still. To freeze. And the word freeze manifests in your mind. It manifests in your body. And you feel that you give it some sort of life. And it manifests not in any noticeable way. Like, you don't put your hand up and a gout of cold comes out or anything like that. But there is a sudden noticeable drop in temperature in the room. Yannick's breath mists in front of him as you curse with deadly cold. I need to roll my force roll. Force is 0. It is physic, which is that. Okay, I fail the force roll. I need you to roll your magic. To do that, you're going to need to open your character sheet, go into the Vaesen tab, where you will find your magic score. Alright, nice. So, you are going to do 1 point of physical damage to Yannick as you cast the Deadly Cold Curse. However, I am going to need you... I am going to need you to roll me a d6 again, because... Well, because consequences of your actions.
5.
As this as this feeling manifests and takes hold, and you feel some strange energy leave your body, casting the cold curse, suddenly you're reminded of the cold of water, the dark, the pressing in, the drowning. Signy, in this moment, you're not Signy anymore. The cold reminds you of drowning. As you are again possessed by the spirit of the drowned dam worker. And it is the Colonel's turn, which gives Signy time to flick through her notes and go, "Ah!"
What was his name?
Colonel, it is your turn.
Oh, fuck me. I am going to try and grapple him.
Okay.
It's really silly, but I'm going to try and grapple him.
Grapple. That is a force roll. You have a help.
I need it.
Don't invent the truth.
Oh, mother...
Wow.
I'm an old man.
It's
Wow.
like when
Wow.
it's like you're passing your dice rolls though onto the GM, so it is helpful that you keep not succeeding.
Okay, you are gonna try and grab. You try and grapple Yannick, but this kind of all happens very, like, in the space of a few seconds. So as you try and grapple Yannick from trying to stab you, Max steps in and stabs Yannick, which stops you being able to grapple Yannick because you don't want to get stabbed by Max. And then at the same time, the temperature in the room drastically plummets, and both you and Max and Signy notice that Yannick his breath is misting as if he was standing out in the freezing cold. You still have your fast action, Colonel.
I'm going to use it to shout out to the group. We need him alive. Make it easy for yourself, Yannick, and come with us.
Okay. You can give me a manipulation roll with a hinder. Like you need any hindering.
Just so that everyone's aware, Vinny is in chat.
Listen, gods.
Listen here, you wee shit.
One of ya.
Honestly. Are you even playing? Like, are you even here? Are you even useful? Those are philosophical questions for another time. It is the Darkling's turn.
Oh my god, see a corner and cry from that.
It's the Darkling's turn. The Darkling does understand what has just happened to him, and so he is just going to try and use his momentum and the dodging and all of the chaos. He's going to use a fast action to move to Signy, and then I'm going to try and grab Signy. Grapple is a force roll. Ooh, Signy, you are lucky that you're all slimy from your hemorrhaging, because otherwise you'd have been
Lovely.
grabbed. And that is the case. You are, like, you're still kind of covered in blood. You're going to be quite hard to grab hold of. Max, it is your turn. You can see that Yannick is trying to grab Signy. It is clear to everybody in the room that this is one of those, if he can get hold of Signy, the battle is over.
Yeah.
Because if he's got her, there is nothing you can... He will stab her and kill her.
Cool. Max is conflicted, obviously, because that would rid us of Signy. You know.
The shade.
However, Max is like, she is useful. Always better to have somebody else that goes into spirit world, not just me. So Max will take his knife. The thought did come through his head of stabbing him in the back, but instead, he is going to take this knife, put it round the front of Yannick's throat, and go, "You're coming with us. Move, you die."
So you're going to try and basically grapple Yannick.
Yeah. If it goes wrong, I want to stab him.
I need a force roll from you. I'm gonna get... You've got a hinder.
Mm-hmm.
However, I don't do this very often. But I will give you a +1 bonus. Only because you're not really trying to grapple him. You're trying to threaten him, and you have a knife. So, yeah.
And I've stabbed him once. It is covered in his blood.
Yeah, exactly. So, it's going to be a force roll still to see if you can get... I will let you choose force or agility. It's up to you. And you get no bonuses or minuses.
They're both exactly the same. So I'll go with what you said first. There you go. How about that? What do I do with the extras?
Holy
Can I nick him a little bit?
Holy shit.
Rub
Give him a
salt
very
in.
close shave.
I'll rub salt in his other wound.
Well, we are going to come out of combat. Let's put it that way. All right, we come out of combat. Let me just recall all the cards. All right, we come out of combat. You are standing in Yannick's living room. He is bleeding and still slightly under a curse. But you are behind him with your knife, and he does that thing where he just stops moving and very slowly stands up and doesn't move. Signy and Colonel. Max is still wreathed in shadows as he does this.
So I'm not Signy right now. So
you are not, no.
But the fear things still won't affect.
It does not affect you, no,
That's
because
fine.
Max targets someone.
Okay.
While he stands up, I'm going to try and find some rope or something to tie Yannick's hands behind his back.
Yeah.
And pin him there.
Just
I
to
like-
fire. Oh,
Just-
sorry, carry on.
I was going to say, I like to think that you've taken some, like, curtain... You
Yeah,
know
that's
the
what I was
curtain ropes with the, like, danglies?
You mean we're going to
Those.
Sound of Music his bitch?
Sound of Music, the bitch. Do it.
Yep.
Tobias!
Does he recognise the Darkling? Had he ever seen him? He came after.
No, he came afterwards, yeah.
Okay.
The Darkling's not going to have... Tobias isn't going to have really a clue what's going
No,
on.
just wondered if he'd ever seen him, but he wouldn't have done.
No.
Right. So he is literally going to stand there and go. He recognises Max though.
Yeah, because this
He actually
spoken
spoke to Max.
Yeah, and the Colonel.
Yeah.
Whack in the face.
He's literally just going to stand there and go. Why am I here again?
Colonel, Max, the voice that comes out of Signy's is not quite hers.
Max is now regretting his choice of not letting the Darkling kill Signy.
So rude. To clarify, Another tremor comes through the house, and it is followed almost immediately, and they are beginning to grow in their intensity.
We need to move now.
Colonel, you do him, I'll sort him. Tobias, come with me, please, darling.
No.
There's an earthquake coming, and I lead Signius out the door.
Igneous.
I am basically dragging Yannick as fast as I can to the circle.
Tobias, are you going to resist kind of being led away by Max, or are you just kind of going to go with it? Go with the flow?
I mean, at this point, I think he's just in shock. And he's probably looked at his own body and been like, why am I covered in blood?
Covered
I'm
in
dying
blood.
again. So, yeah, he's just going to go with.
Okay, Signy. Now, Tobias. I need a force roll from you.
You have a help.
Bleeding. You do have a help.
I have a help. Okay.
So you probably only roll 1 dice.
I don't think it's even one, is it? Yes!
Tobias, you are no longer bleeding.
Well done, Tobias.
Yeah, at least somebody can roll in that house. And it's a possessed person.
Well, I mean, sounds about right.
Okay. You have to roughhouse Yannick in order to get Yannick to do basically anything.
That's
right?
fine.
You do have to roughhouse him, and you kind of have to you're literally almost having to drag him through the streets. But the adrenaline kicks in. The realization that you don't have very long at all. You drag Yannick a lot down the road. Yannick trailing blood from his stab wounds. His breath has at least ceased to come out as if he were freezing. And the 4 of you make your way out of the town. There is no bird song. There are no bug noises. There's nothing. The world is entirely silent, as if it was holding its breath, whether from anticipation or terror, you cannot tell. You head out of the town and up the road as fast as you can towards where you know the Wild Rose Throne sits.
There is obvious panic in the Colonel trying to get this done as quickly as possible.
Tobias is doing a lot of panicked questioning, like, who is it? Why am I dying again? Why is he dying? Where are we going?
It's absolutely fine. Just come with me for the moment. And as soon as we get to where we're going, the Colonel will deal with the trespasser who turned up in the village, shouldn't be here, and we can have a little chat again, and I can explain everything.
A
It's
tremor
not a problem.
ripples
Ignore
through
that.
the
It's
forest. It
This is all going to be
sounds
sorted.
like some terrible foreshadowing. For as all of the forest shakes and the leaves rustle, it sounds like the rushing of a great torrent of water that rushes and ripples out towards the town from the mountain. A branch falls from a tree and crashes onto the road just ahead of you, and you realize that you are in terrible danger. Not just from the mountain, not just from the great flood that is coming at any moment, but from the very trees themselves that are beginning to collapse under the constant shaking. And yet, the 4 of you press on along the road, desperate to reach the Nuper Rosatronen, And it's there. We're going to take a little break. Yay! We're going to take a little break right now. And so that we can have a short rest, we're going to roll some hit dice. We're going to drink some consumables. We may even recharge some skills if we're the right class. Monk. And we will be right back for the tense, terrifying, and stunning conclusion of Chapter 6. But most importantly, when we return on the hour, we are going to draw our first winner in the giveaway.
Get your tickets, people.
Make sure you get your tickets during the break, for it will be, we will be pulling our first lucky winner after the break. We will see you then on the hour. All right. We're back from our break. Let me put on some background music. It's mysterious. All right. Last chance, kittens. Last chance to get any raffle tickets. If you want some, grab them now. I'm going to wait for the little flurry of activity. Just going to slide this over here. What was that? That was Mike. Mike, you have...
401.
401!
I watch a lot of the Society.
Everyone's going to think that this is rigged.
It's not rigged. I have to watch a lot. I'm a mod.
Alright, I'm just adding...
So I'm lovely, and I usually give my... Because I think I won the map giveaway before, and I just gave it away to Matt.
Yes, you did.
Someone did. I don't remember.
It's alright, Estra. You can get the map this time.
All right. Here we go. Is everybody ready? Is everybody ready? Okay. I'm going to do one last check. This is it. Ticketiness is closed for while because I have to put them into the raffle picker. All right, let's just check. Who have we got? What have we got? Okay.
Dark Lord is now up to 6.
All right, it's all right. I'm adding these. Okay, that's the right number there. Okay. So. Is that the right number? Okay, I'm going to move this to over here. I'm going to move this to over
Good luck,
here.
everybody.
I'm going to move this to over here. I'm going to drop that down. Right.
Oh, hello. We've lost all the
Hold on.
pictures.
There we
you
go.
go. We're
You're all
back.
right. You're back. Okay, here we go. Right. Okay. Oh, everyone's all in all sorts of random
Yeah, I'm in
places.
Sydney now.
Right.
Oh, it's because you've gone to the wrong screen.
No, I haven't gone to the wrong screen. I have gone to the right screen. Except, for some strange reason, the right screen... For some strange reason, the right screen isn't working.
Hashtag technical difficulties.
Hashtag technical difficulties indeed.
Because when you came over to it earlier, there was a wheel.
There was a wheel!
And I was in the right place. And Sydney wasn't here because she wasn't actually here.
Yeah. Well, this is only mildly annoying. I don't know why everyone is all in the wrong places as well. This was all beautifully organised, and you even all got a sneak peek of it too.
Yeah.
One moment. Let me go back over here. Right.
In exciting news, we had our first ever in real life Society cast member meetup at the weekend. It was very lovely. There was lots of food.
It wasn't the first in real life. We did one at Christmas.
No, with as many members of the society bearing one, because he's in a different country.
Boom! Et voila! Stuff is working! I am excited! Right, I still actually need to check that everyone has the right numbers. Alright, Evie, yes. Esther, yes. Joey, yes. Okay, so we are going to use the rather fabulous spinning wheel of
death.
joy. It's of joy. The rather fabulous spinning wheel of joy. And everybody's section of the spinning wheel of joy is dependent on the number of tickets that they have bought, which is why some people's wedge is much bigger than others, because
Size isn't everything.
size is not everything. You are correct. All right, it is ready. It's up to date. It's got all the users in it. This is it. Our first winner
What is it for?
of the big give. The winner gets to pick. How many
Oh,
times
okay.
do I need to?
We weren't listening at the beginning.
No, I can tell. All right. Here we go. Everything's ready. Are you ready? I'm ready. Are you ready? Are you ready, cast? Are you ready, chat? Oh my god. Here we go. Let's spin the wheel of joy, and if it doesn't work, I'm gonna rage quit. Okay, here we go.
It spins.
Oh
Ooh.
my
Ooh.
god. It's Evie! Evie Cully, you are our first winner for the big giveaway. Congratulations! Woo! Well done, Evie. All right, Evie. This means that all eyes look to you. What prize would you like to claim? You have the signed print, the custom map, or the society merch. What would you like? Oh, it is a hard choice.
We're all watching chat to find out what she says.
Uh-huh.
Just describing it for Amy.
No idea what you're looking at. I'm staring at the glass of wine thinking, getting empty.
Get empty.
Don't know what you lot are on about.
God.
Spinning wheels.
All
I'm
right.
fascinated that my mouse lights up.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I can't. All right, Evie. Which one of the grand prizes have you gone for? And then we will return to our regularly scheduled program. She's talking her options over. I mean, I don't mean to pressure you or anything, but everyone's waiting for you so we can start the story again. The sass, right? T-shirt! Congratulations, Evie! You are now the lucky winner of the Society Merch T-shirt. Huge congratulations to you, but chat, do not despair, for there are still 2 prizes available, and we will be drawing those 2 prizes once we have completed our story. And so, to the story we must return.
As long
All
as it
right,
comes
here we
in time,
go.
maybe we'll bring it with us in August. Oh, he's got a token and everything.
Oh.
Oh, hello.
Why have we got conflict actions open? No worries. There we are. Okay. You have battled your way through the trees to the path. And the path leads you to the clearing. The 4 of you have arrived. The tremors now are almost constant. The gap in between them is non-existent.
I will be pushing the darkling as quick as I can to this circle, and I'll literally, as I'll be going down, I'll be shouting, "I have held up my end of the bargain."
Move your tokens, then. Come on, we need the token drama.
Well, I need him to move as well. I can move him! Ah, I didn't realise I could move him.
Tobias, would you like to join me? We'll go and sit on this lovely log over here. Come along, Dudley.
He will just follow.
Perfect. You just come over with me. There's a lovely stump just down here. If you pop yourself on there, lovely. Perfect. You sit there. Right. And Max just bobs down to be eye level. Puts his hands on his shoulders and goes into the spirit world with him.
There is a thunderous boom. It echoes out into the sky and silences everything. The tremors stop. The world stops. Everything seems to take in a deep breath. The silence seems to last for an eternity, and yet it only lasts seconds. Max and Tobias, seemingly lost in the spirit world, do not see a sight of horror. Neither do any of the residents of Hammerfest, who are all under a spell, fast asleep. The only souls that witness what comes to pass is the Colonel and the Darkling. A huge sheet of ice and snow splits through the center. A spidering crack line whispers its way through the white. And then the silence is broken. A snow shelf of unimaginable size breaks free from the mountain's crown and begins to pour down the mountainside. It gathers speed, it gathers pace, and it destroys everything in its path, rock and tree alike. Yannick turns to look at you, Colonel, and he says, "You have doomed us all."
Do you think your fucking army will have stopped this? Queen, I have held my end. Stop it!
You trusted the demons, and this is what you get. All of these lives are on your
Punch him.
hands. And you, smack him down to the ground. He, does that horrible, spinning ragdoll thing and cracks into the floor.
I drag him straight back up again.
As you pick him up, there is another thunderous boom. As the raging sound of the mountainside's collapse reaches its pinnacle as it crashes into the fjord.
The Colonel use. kind of looks around to see if there's anyone else here.
It's just you.
Elva, what do you want me to do with him?
The darkling bursts out laughing through the sounds of probably a broken nose or cheekbone. And he just bursts out laughing. It is the maniacal laugh of someone whose mind is snapping. But it is aimed at you. In his eyes, all you can see is the accusation and all the blame. Everything now is sat at your feet, Colonel, for you are the one who... You were the one that made the deal. You were the one that kind of led the way. You were the one whose actions have brought us to this point. But it's not like you have to worry too much. It's not like you have time to think. It's not even like you have time for the guilt to set in. A cold wind blows up off of the river's edge. It rustles the leaves. It makes the trees dance wildly. It shrieks and wails and cries out, the sound of hundreds of voices singing a battle cry, a victory song, for their war is over, it is won. And moments later, mere seconds, travelling at an ungodly speed, a wall of water, immeasurably high, destroying everything in its path, wipes the forest from the face of the earth. Your life doesn't flash before your eyes, Colonel. That is your last realization, and the smile that comes across your face. At least you aren't gonna have to relive every battlefield. At least you aren't going to have to relive every death, every body, every kill. At least you won't need to relive the night on the ship when everything changed, when the creature rose up from the depths and killed everyone but you. At least you won't need to relive that. And a smile comes across your face. That is the last we ever see of the Colonel, and the Darkling, and Signy, and Max, for the wave destroys all things. It will wipe clean the earth from the mountain to the ocean. The lights in Hammerfest flicker out, plunging the city into darkness, but it is silent. There are no cries, there are no screams, there is no panic, there is no running. For all the villagers are fast asleep. A supernatural, unnatural, enchanted sleep. At least they don't even realize what is happening, as every life is snuffed out like every light. The wave finally reaches the sea. From mountain to the ocean waves. There is nothing left but destruction. Wiped clean from the face of the earth. There is nothing left. No one left. It is done. It is over. And each of you open your eyes in a strange and unnerving place. Above your heads, crisscross vines, plants. There are butterflies, fireflies, tiny creatures of all sort and shape. There is singing. There is giggling. There is the sound of harp strings and weird supernatural voices singing like birdsong. And the three of you awaken, reclining on strange, graceful beds, bathed in the perfume of roses.
I'm guessing there's an elver at the foot of my bed.
There is an elver right at the foot of your bed. Not even sitting. She's like standing crouched on the foot of your bed just watching you.
Yeah.
Her little like lacewing fly wings gently flitting every now and then.
Did Max complete what he was doing? Because as far as he would be concerned, it wasn't a very long process previously. It was just drop Tobias off, bring back.
I mean, you're not really even sure how you got here.
Yeah. Max will just open up his eyes, look at her and go, well, the spirit world got an upgrade.
She giggles, and sort of the sound of bird song and a gentle summer breeze and the bubbling of a little brook as it twinkles through the woodland. Those are the sounds of her voice as she hops off of your bed to take flight, gently landing on the bed next to yours.
Do I hear Max when he says that?
Yes.
The Colonel puts on a stiff upper lip, holding back his emotions. Sits up, straightens his uniform, and stands and walks towards where Max's voice came from.
You are on a slightly raised platform, meaning you're looking down at Max.
Max was about to get up, but as he sees the Colonel come over, he kind of like fawns this, I'm asleep, in a very slutty pose.
Oh, for goodness sake.
He knows no bounds.
I'm guessing
You've caught me in bed, Colonel.
there is no emotion on the Colonel's face. It's not a tug of a smile. There's no glint in his eye, he just turns and says, "Where's Sydney?"
Well, last time she was here and I was over there, so if you're up there and I'm down here, she might be over there?
Signy can definitely hear this ridiculous conversation.
Am I Signy?
You are Signy.
Max
And
did
do
his
I
job.
have? Was I Signy in time to see everything flood? Am I aware of what happened?
Ooh, good
I
question.
doubt if Max wasn't, you weren't.
Yeah.
Because we would have been coming back at the same
Yeah.
time.
Yeah,
So we don't know that happened.
yes, I think that would be the case.
Cool.
I'm just going to look down at Max and go, "Find her."
I'm gonna get out of bed. I feel fine now. Obviously, I'll stop bleeding.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're
And I am
also not covered in blood here.
Okay. Then I am gonna run as fast as I can to the Colonel and just hug him. Whichever way I have to go to get there.
Yeah, whatever way you like. Bam!
Found her! And Max takes back his forlorn pose.
And then very quickly stop and be like, sorry.
My view. Keep character. Keep
Get in
character,
character.
Jack.
Blake.
I will then look towards where the throne is and not push past the Signy. I just kind of move around her to move towards the throne.
Oh yes, there's a queen here, isn't there? Best go with.
He will follow, very confused.
Max will give an elaborate bow when in view of their Royal Highness.
No bow. The Colonel does not bow. Not now.
The darkling is standing in front of the queen, who is like standing right in front of him, and she is human size. She notices the three of you approach, and she sidesteps the darkling, who stands there rigidly, still staring at the throne, and she says, "You did it after all. You fulfilled your part of the bargain. Unexpected."
Did you really destroy that town?
I didn't do anything.
Did the mountain destroy that town?
Yes. And everyone in it. And you. And them. But we had a bargain. We had a deal. And you surprised me by fulfilling your half. Maybe some of you humans are trustworthy after all. You brought me the darkling. And you too. You saved us, like I asked. It has been a very long time since we have trusted your kind.
Hopefully the start of new relations.
Perhaps. At least the war is over. And you've brought us a gift. And she gently reaches back and caresses the darkling's face, and her fingers like just trail like across his chest and then all the way down his arm. He turns around to look at all of you, and she takes him by the hand. It is a somewhat frightening thing to see. Everything about him looks completely calm and at peace and at ease. He looks at the Queen in such a way that there is a deep intensity, an uncontrollable longing, a powerful love, one that he will never escape from. And when he looks at you, he is calm. And so deeply in love that he's drowning in it. The only thing that gives him away is his eyes. The eyes of someone entirely ensnared by a force so much greater than itself. The eyes of someone enslaved, who no longer can control any of their faculties. Someone whose mind isn't even entirely theirs, but someone who is aware of it all. The Queen giggles, and it is the sound of twinkling bells, of fresh falling snow.
I have a question.
She looks right at you, Max.
No idea what happened outside. Because I was indisposed. So what I'm guessing is that there was the wave, effectively, and he gestures at the Colonel, who's not obviously looking at him. If we're here and the bargain was kept, does that mean that the town's safe?
No. Everyone is dead, and everything is gone.
Then where are we?
You're in a moment, a snapshot, in a space in between seconds. I brought you here because you have a choice to make. I offer you a place here in my kingdom, a place where you can live forever. You will never age. You will never grow sick. You will never fade away. You will never die. You will grow more beautiful with every passing moment. And you can live here in peace and beauty for the rest of eternity. Or I will honour my original deal with all its clauses and fine prints.
Colonel, what was the deal?
Deal was to keep the town safe and everyone alive, as long as they had a monument as to who kept them safe. They would leave, and I would have to find them a new home. Until that time, I also would have no home.
I've always wanted to be immortalized in stone.
Have I covered it all, Queen?
Perfectly. So what are your answers? Will you stay? Or do we honour the original deal?
I made the deal with you, so I wish to remain with that deal. However, if my party wish otherwise, would the deal still be upheld with just my life?
They are welcome to stay here, regardless of your decision. This is a choice for each of you alone.
Eternity, beautiful, more beautiful. But stuck with Signy. Or lots of capes, opportunities, and everything that comes with it. I think I'm going to go back. Thank you, though.
You choose to retain the original deal. And you? And she turns to look at you, Signy.
I think I just want to see my mum. But thank you.
Then you have made your decisions. In that case, before we honour the original deal, and she walks towards you, Colonel, might I ask the three of you to hold hands? It's easier if you're all together.
I'll put out my hands.
You need to move. The Colonel's in the middle.
I've done it for her.
No, this is Max talking to Signy. Like the Colonel's in the mid, not you in the middle. This isn't a Signy sandwich. This is a Colonel sandwich.
The Colonel is still emotionless. He takes the hands.
Oh, calluses. Didn't expect that.
I'm going to return you to the town. With all its as you remember it. And when I return you, I'm going to cast my kingdom adrift into a liminal place where it can both exist and not exist. And there we will remain until you find us a new home. Don't tarry. Don't take too long. For if you should die before we have a new home, then I will return us to this point. Only you will be gone, and the deal will be broken, and the town will no longer exist. Do you understand?
I understand.
Max is like trying to. He's elbowing the colonel as if to say, like, I've got an idea, but I'll tell you later.
And one last thing. I will return you to the town. But you will not have a home for as long as we do not have a home. Do you understand?
What would that imply? What will I lose?
Where is your home? Your real home? Your true home? The home of your heart?
This is kind of the monologue. That's a really good question. Damn it. That'd be the army. Overall, that's the army.
Do you say that out loud?
Yeah.
Then you know what that means. And she leans in. She doesn't even wait, she just leans in. And she kisses you.
And the colonel can no longer hold back his tears.
You, all of you, snap, reeling between worlds, and you find yourselves suddenly standing on the dock in Hammerfest. There is Max. There is Signy. And there is Mr. Bartholomew Seaton. You don't know this. You are utterly unaware of this. You are completely unfazed by this in any way. Because you made a deal with a fairy. And these deals are always twisted and tricksy and problematic. You are now homeless. Homeless from the army. For you never joined the army. Not ever. Not even for a day. You've been a businessman all your life. And all memories of the military are gone. Wiped from your mind and from existence. And not just your mind, but from everybody's. Because it never happened.
Do we remember the deal? Like you'll be homeless until we find a home.
Yes. But the Colonel doesn't really know what that means. The same way the Colonel didn't really know what it meant. You know that you have saved the town. You know that you have made a deal. You know everything that you know. Only the Lieutenant Colonel never existed. To any of you. To anyone.
Right. I guess we go and put up this monument. Well, memorial, plaque. Did anybody notice any standing stones anywhere where we could pop it?
No, what my idea would be now is to completely deal with the dam, under the stipulation, of course, that they rename it to be a memento to this occasion of us being so successful in saving the town.
Indeed. Indeed.
We do, however, need to come up with a nice, snappy name. Max, you have the way with words, a lot better than what I do. And Signy, of course, your area of more theatrical performances, you might be able to come up with something a bit more snappy than what I can. I have no experience in this kind of thing, of course.
Not a problem. Not a problem. I've also had a thought about the other part of the deal. About finding them a new home.
Oh, yes.
How would everybody feel about inviting them to the Gorge of Helvete?
I mean,
The stream that feeds it, for instance.
Gatia might have a problem with that.
They'd be farther up the stream. We'd set Sandra as a watch.
Let's just some kind of deal up with Gatia about that. She might not be happy. She wasn't very happy with us coming here in the first place.
We could just not tailgate it. We're saying it's a salt water. It messes with their skin. It's fine.
This is true. I believe it should be an option. We should do some research into this first, however. We need to make sure we're giving them the right area. And knowing how tricksy they can be, they'll probably tell us that the trees are facing the wrong direction or something.
Indeed.
But good idea.
Perfect.
Have you got any ideas?
No.
How are you feeling now?
Like I lost my one chance to get rid of this thing.
Katie will have an idea. And if not, we've got plenty of books.
We will find a way. I promised you that. I do not break. Right.
I trust you.
I should hope so. The word of a businessman is final.
I'm going to just disappear for a little while. But please feel free to start heading up towards the dam, and I'll be up there shortly.
I actually might head to Vivica's house first.
Ah, yes. Get yourself some tea.
I was thinking that also she will need to be my liaison here, and after the way we treated her last time. Making almost the butt of that. But of a joke. I believe that if I employed her as a liaison between us and the dam, that might repair some bridges there. Or dams, in this case.
Absolutely. So yes, you two head over to Vivicus. I'll be there. I'll be along shortly.
Max, have you seen a nice place to buy a bottle of wine here since walking around?
Max just points in front of him. The shop's right there. Oh no, that's shipping. Sorry, I misread. Try the post office.
I will drag Sigrid around trying to find a nice place to buy a few nice bottles of wine, if there are one here.
Okay.
Max is going to go to Yannick's house.
Okay.
Because he did exist.
You did indeed.
And Max forgot to ask something whilst we were in the other place. So Max is going to go and find out the hard way.
All right. Signy and the Colonel go in hunt.
Not the Colonel.
That's true. Signy and Mr. Seaton go in search of a bottle of wine before returning to Vivica's house. Max, you go on the hunt for Yannick. Can I get an investigation roll, please, from Mr. Seaton or Signy? Whoever's investigation would be higher.
Let's see if Mr. Seaton does better than Colonel Seaton.
Don't do that to me.
You do have a help.
I would have 4, Amy. What would you have?
And what do I add to it?
Um,
The logic.
And you didn't take any mental Ujiwatsit, so that doesn't reduce it.
so it's 4 each.
Yeah,
All right, then pick between you.
you go for it. Let's
Oh,
see.
okay.
All
I'm intrigued.
right.
That's a help as well, is it? So
Yeah,
plus
there is
1.
a help.
No, still crap.
All
Still the
right.
same Seaton.
Noted.
What?
Max. Give me an observation check. You have a hinder, I'm afraid.
Obs. I succeed.
Alright, nice. Okay. Max, you realise something isn't right the moment you arrive at Yannick's house. The moment that you arrive there. It just looks different, feels different, has a completely different energy about it. It looks the same, but it is wildly not.
Mm-hmm. Max will knock on the door.
A young woman answers. Hello.
Hello. We've been staying in the town for a little while, and I'm afraid I know a previous occupier of this property. I'm just wondering, have you ever found any strange jewellery? Looks like a waistcoat clasp, with there's like a silver little bottle on the end of it.
No. I've never found anything like that in the house.
Okay. Just wanted to check, was all. Do you mind if I have a quick check in the garden, just in case?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Be my guest.
Max will pop round to the back of the house, and we'll have a look around the back steps, all the usual places it might have fallen off, that sort of thing.
You don't find it. In fact,
Absolutely fine.
you find little flower beds. And
Wait,
a
there wasn't
well-kept garden.
Yeah, Max completely forgot to ask if it was on him in the
And
rose place.
signs And signs of like a family living in this house.
Mm.
It's almost as if Yannick never existed.
Max will pop round to the front of the house, knock again, and just say, "Thank you very much. It wasn't a worry."
Oh, well, I do hope you find it soon. I hope it wasn't anything too heartbreaking to lose.
I'll pop it on the village notice board. If anybody finds it, I'll pop Vivica's address down.
Oh, well, I do wish you luck.
Thank you. Good day to you.
Where are you going now, Max?
To Vivica's.
All right.
It's what he was.
Yeah.
Gator asked him to destroy it.
The three of you arrive outside of Vivica's house. The Colonel and Signy having not found anywhere selling a bottle of wine that is going to fix this problem. Well, there are plenty of bottles of wine, but we want to make it better, not worse.
I came up with a name for the dam.
Shoot, Max. What did you come up with?
The Elves' Eyes.
Ooh. I come up with the Elvis Sacrifice.
Ooh, that might be a little bit too direct.
The Wild Rose Dam.
Sounds more like a pub.
Elfdom?
You're not in the group. Damnation comes from the chat.
Do you knock on Vivica's door?
Yes.
Okay.
She has not given us a key yet.
Vivica opens the door and stands there looking at you sort of perplexed. And she says, hello?
Have I realised I don't remember whatsoever?
Oh no, you do. You remember everything except you were never a soldier.
Vivica, I would like to formally apologise for our actions the other night.
I'm sorry, who are you?
I'm Bartholomew Seaton from Seaton Steel.
No, I'm sorry, I don't recognise any of you or your name. Are you sure you have the right house?
I'm positive I do.
Oh, well, I'm ever so sorry, but it seems I'm not going to be able to help you. Who are you looking for again?
Vivica.
Vivica? No, never heard of her.
Oh.
Maybe she drowned in a great flood.
Oh. But like, Seaton just kind of like rocks back, heartthrobbing. My heart would not be able to bear it if she did.
So my capes are safe. You know who we are.
Of course I know who you are. You're darkening my doorway again. I guess you want tea.
No, we want wine. Best wine that you have, because I have a deal for you today.
It'd better be a good deal, because I'm of half a mind to throw you out on the street. See how you like being the fool.
I have school to my brother for too many years, and you know this. You were part of our jest. Don't you pretend otherwise. You can keep that firm demeanor all you want.
Ridiculous. I am demure I wouldn't take part in such lollygagging. But you said a deal.
Would you? I remember you helping us scare the grouse out of the house before my father started shooting them.
I still haven't decided if I'm throwing you out or not. Now would not be the time to test me, Mr. Seaton. But you said about a deal.
I did indeed.
What sort of deal are we talking?
One that will make you money.
Then maybe a glass of wine and we'll see how it goes.
2 glasses.
Don't push your luck. 1 and we'll see how it goes. Now get in the house before people see us talking. And she sort of moves and holds the door. And you go, and then she looks at... She just sort of scowls at Max a little bit. Found any good rocks lately?
It was him. He told me.
Yes, I know. But if he told you to put your head in the oven, I'm sure you wouldn't. So don't do what he says.
Actually.
He's... Shush you! Go to the kitchen. Oh,
As you determine which one your best wine is.
Hidden from you. Signy, dear, come in off the street. You look lovely as always. I love this bohemia look. Tell me, is this all the rage in the city?
Yeah.
Then you
The city.
simply must tell me which designer you're using, because I'm travelling to the city in the not too distant future and I want to be just as fashionable as yourself.
I'll get back to you in a moment. Signy's going to run to her room.
Vivica closes the door and she sort of lets you run up the stairs and she just sort of shakes her and she's like, the young. Now, on with our deal. To the kitchen with you.
Drink first, then the deal. And then
Deal and wine. And then I'll decide whether you can stay the night or not.
You always cut such a hard bargain, but how can I refuse?
Don't try the charm with me.
This worked so many times before for our deals.
Get in the kitchen. You, rock man, wine as well?
Yes, please.
Lovely. In you go. Take a seat. Now this deal had better be worth it, Mr. Seaton.
As you know, we came here to organize rebuilding the town.
Deal and wine. Wait until I've got the bottle. Make
I'm too
yourselves
excited. I'm too excited. I apologize.
Well, maybe it's not a great loss after all. One moment, let me go to the cellar. And that's where she heads. As Max and the Colonel sit in the kitchen, they hear the sounds of clinking from the cellar that really, it's not really a cellar, it's more of a pantry.
Yeah, you keep saying the Colonel.
I know I keep saying the Colonel, but that's because a year of games and like 120 hours I've gone. Mr. Seaton and Max, you hear the sounds of Vivica in the pantry picking out some wine, and the two of you settle down, confident that this deal will win Vivica back over, because how could it not? It's so excellent. And sitting comfortably in the knowledge that you have saved this town. When all of a sudden, Max, in an excited outburst, blurts out the most perfect name for the dam. But it is too late for our audience, for we drift upstairs to Signy.
Signy, she's not doing anything overly interesting. She's going to take the box out of her small bag that she always carries it with her. And she's going to throw it into her suitcase, whatever her main bag was. And then she's just going to go into the bathroom, look in the mirror, and fake a smile. And look in her own eyes and just... You've got this. You're an actress. This is what you do. And with that, she's just going to turn around and skip down the hallway to join the others.
Our 3 brave souls sit in Vivica's kitchen, sharing a bottle of wine. A deal is struck. And it is there that we're going to bring an end to Chapter 6. Our brave souls have saved the town, saved the Elva. But in doing so, may have triggered some wider consequences. You'll have to join our fabulous cast in Chapter 7. And that is the end of Chapter 6. Well done, guys. You were incredible. What a roller coaster ride. What a roller coaster ride.
Bloody hell.
Why didn't you just say England? You could have just spoke with a French accent.
Everything from England then.
Yeah, that's fine. It's a doomed island.
It'd be doomed. Alright, well, before we go and do our normal goodbyes, we have 2 more winners to pick. Here we go. This is very exciting, this whole giveaway thing.
It's going to be Evie for the next 2, yeah?
No, because with Evie being the winner, Evie drops out from the wheel. Let's head on over to the prize draw. Wheel of Joy! Woo! The Wheel of Joy. Wheel of Joy. All right. Are we ready for our next prize winner? I certainly am. Here we go.
Do we have exciting music?
No.
Okay.
I'm not that organised.
All right.
But you do get this. Click, 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 click.
Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be?
Ooh.
It's Viking Jack! It is by far the most unnecessary, like, fanfare confetti reveal. Like, this thing needs to calm down.
I'm all for it. It's all good.
Congratulations, Viking Jack. You are our second winner. You have 2 prizes available. The signed Johan Egerkrans print or the custom Dungeon Fog map. Which will you choose?
Estra's being savage, by the way.
It's so exciting.
He had to win something with his dice rolls.
Nice roll. So I'm ignoring that. I would love to have the signed picture from Johan Egerkrans. I've got a lovely bare patch of wall just here that needs a new photo and picture to go on, which is just perfect.
Amazing! Then, congratulations, Viking Jack. You are the proud winner of the signed Johan Egerkrans print, which means we only have one more prize. The custom Dungeon Fog map. Now, here we go. The last prize draw for the big anniversary giveaway. Here we go.
Oh, there it goes. Yay!
It's Matty Hop! You absolute map hoe! I hope you liked your first prize, Matt, because now you have won a second! Congratulations to Matty Hop! You are the proud winner of a custom-made Dungeon Fog map just for you and your table. Okay, thank you everybody who came along and joined in for all of the ridiculous giveaway shenanigans. I will reach out to our fabulous winners tomorrow, not after the stream because it's quite late, tomorrow, to discuss your prize and how we will get that prize to you. So a huge congratulations to Evie Callie for winning the Society Livestream merch t-shirt. A huge congratulations to Mr. Seaton for winning the signed Johan Egerkrans print, and a congratulations to Matty Hop, our final winner, who has won the custom map commission. Congratulations to all of our incredible winners.
GG's all.
Okie dokie. And we have a Signy, which is perfect timing because that brings me to my thank you so much to my incredible cast of Chapter 6 for an incredibly gripping tale. You have been incredible since episode 1 right up until the very end. So a huge thank you to all three of you. I'm going to do my normal. I'm going to start with you, Signy. Who are you? Who did you play? Where can we find you? What do you want to say?
I'm Amy. I played Signy. I don't matter because I can't be found anywhere.
Oh my God.
And I just want to say thank you. It took me a year to get the confidence really to actually take part, even though I had a character created, and it has been so much fun.
Honestly,
so thank you.
We are so glad to have you, and I cannot wait for the next chapter with Signy in. I cannot wait, and I know that chat cannot wait either.
Yeah, thank you so much, and thanks everyone for patience, because when you have a little girl, you tend to miss a few weeks here and there.
Floor gremlins!
And that brings us to Mr. There you go, I've changed your name officially on the OBS. Mr. Seaton, who are you? Who did you play? Where can we find you? What do you want to say?
So I'm Jack, also known as Viking Jack. I've been playing Mr. Bartholomew Seaton, the merchant. You can find me on Instagram under jmbubble_the_kernel, which will now have to be changed. That's
I
annoying.
wouldn't worry about it. It won't be for that long. We'll find it out.
We'll find out. We'll see.
I'll be at one shot. When those in Chapter
mean-
7 bugger off for a week, we'll do a one shot and find them a home. Interior
Fun, yeah,
decorating!
Sounds great. Sounds like an excellent idea.
Yeah, thank you so much, Luke. It's been absolutely incredible. That twist at the end, wow. Emotions. Far too much.
All the feels, all of them,
Yeah.
all at once in a cacophony.
Yeah, and now I've got to work out how to play Bartholomew without the officer background.
Exciting stuff.
It'll be interesting. I like how he's playing so far.
Me too. Me too.
Instinct's taken over. I'm liking it.
I'm so proud of like just how quickly you can change all your mannerisms. It's a little scary. And last but by no means least, Max Fjellberg. Who are you? Who did you play? Where can we find you? What do you want to say?
I'm Mike, also known as Mutinous_Mikey. I have been playing Maximilian Fjellberg, the paranormal investigator, or is he? You can find me on Twitch, on Instagram, on Twitter, on Threads, on TikTok, if I ever post anything new. Which hopefully I will do. I will be back on Twitch again Tuesday evening at 8 o'clock GMT. Just want to say a massive thank you to Luke for sorting this all out for us. To the lovely Jack for putting up with my flirting, and Signy for putting up with all of my put downs. And
Flirting with my.
you're used to that. You're used to that in real life anyway. Then yeah, and also a massive thank you to everybody in chat who's been with us since like the very first ever episode right the way through. Everything is available on YouTube if you have missed out and you want to catch up. Barring one episode, which Luke had to do a recap episode because we forgot to grab it from Twitch.
we had a Twitch issue. That was before I was an affiliate, when my videos used to be on Twitch for all of 30 seconds.
It is
Yeah,
worth
we
noting
forgot.
that the narration is absolutely beautiful.
Yes.
It really is.
Hopefully,
It took me like 5 or 6 attempts to film that.
hopefully, we'll be able to do an Alien one shot soon as well. Because that is good shit.
Ooh, yes. Well, that leads me on to my little lonesome self. My name is Loki. I was the game master for these dark and thrilling tales. You can find me here on the Society Livestream Twitch, where we tell these mysterious, horrifying, and somewhat nonsensical stories. If, however, you did want to see me on the other side of the DM screen as a player, join me over on Grumpy Battersby's channel every Thursday at 7 o'clock UK time, where you will find me playing Flink, the criminal mastermind in Grumpy Battersby's 2000 AD and the world of Judge Dredd. So if that sounds like your thing, do come and join us at 7 UK time on Thursdays. Otherwise, you will catch me here on the Society. On that note, however, we have August coming up, and August is a month of holidays here in the UK. So, we are going to be postponing the start of Chapter 7 until September so that we can avoid all of the holiday period and start Chapter 7 with with everyone back, refreshed and rejuvenated from their summer holidays and raring to go. That doesn't mean we're not going to be going live, however. We are going to be entertaining you where we can with map making streams, maybe with an alien one-shot, or keep your eyes peeled and in this space, because we may be using this opportunity to start a new little side project here on the Society. So keep your eyes peeled. Hopefully, we will see you all again during the summer holidays for our ridiculous shenanigans, and back in September for Chapter 7.
You never know, chat. You might just get your sex dungeon.
Yes! The map stream of map making stream of map making streams, the one that everyone has asked me for. With all of that said, we're going to say goodbye to our fabulous cast members and head on over to our credit roll. Say goodbye, cast!
Bye-bye.
Bye.
There they are, the incredible cast of Chapter 6. And now, in their place, you're going to see the credit roll. All of the incredible contributors and resource generators and content creators that have made this stream possible are going to slowly scroll up here to my left. If you are interested in any of the resources that you saw here in our stream, please head on over and check them out for use at your own table, whether that be IRL or virtual. We want to say a huge thank you to every single one of you who came along this evening, for every single one of you who is catching up on YouTube. We do this for you. We love playing Vaesen, we love playing the Society, but we stream it for you guys, our audience. And it is because of you that we have now been going for over a year and have been able to celebrate our big anniversary giveaway. So a huge thank you to all of you. And I hope to see you all in the future when we continue with our stories, and our role play. So, this is the part of the evening where we go rummaging, around for a raid. Oh, okay, here we go. / raid 3's a crowd gaming. Oh, 3's a crowd games. All right, lovely. Well, we're going to head over to 3's a crowd games. Thank you very much, everybody, and we hope to see you again. We will be live next week, and we will keep you posted on our About Us section here and our social media. All right. Here we go. Let's head on over to our raid. Have a great week, everyone, and see you next week for more of the Society.